So I decided I'm going to completely do a 100% water change and cleaning on Sammy's tank. So Sammy and his friend the bristlenose pleco are sharing this little cup of their old water right now, which is sitting inside of the larger bucket that's going to be their water with the heat and the air and all the plants. The bucket you just saw was the water taken out of Sammy's tank to prove just why I'm doing it. Now I'm going to take this tank, I'm not going to take the sand out of it. What I'm going to do is just clean the sand in the tank and use the sand to clean the algae off the wall too. I'm going to use warm water, and when it's all set up I'll get back to you with that. Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. This is how I wash my sand when I'm doing a complete water change in Sammy's tank. Take it and I fill it part way. I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to use some on the back wall. So if it's a display tank, you might not want to do this. It hasn't scratched my glass yet, but I assume that it could. Crystal. Then I dump out the dirty water. And I do it again. Piece of amethyst. Dump it out again, and I'll keep doing this until the water runs clean. You just have to take my word for it. When I tell you that the water is put back to the same temperature, it's set to be exactly what the temperature is in Sammy's tank. One more time I'll do it. Yeah, the water is pretty clean looking now. One more time just for good luck. I really dig in there and stir it up. This also works well for a gravel aquarium if you do the same, empty it out completely. I pour it slowly so I don't lose very much of my sand. Okay, the next step coming up in a second. Now that I have Sammy's tank back in place, I'm going to get ready to redecorate, replant the plants. Sammy and his BN friend have to move.
They're shiny. Oh my God.
I'm going to wet the sand down first. It also gets all the sand off the sides. Okay, next I'm going to place my driftwood where I want it. It's a nice piece. I use this to make a cave for the pleco, so we can get away from Sammy if he really wants to. Look the other way. Break the wood. That's lots of room for the bristle nose. Now I'll decide where I want my plants to be. I have one big bunch of rotella here. I'm going to stick in the back corner. I'm going to use a handful of sand to hold it in. Then I have this rather small Amazon sword. Take off the dead leaf. I'm hoping it'll get a little bigger. Although it stayed small for a couple years now that I've had this one. I have another bunch of rotella. Look at the roots on these things. They love the sand they're planted in. I'm actually going to stick it in the other end of the cave here. Grab some more sand and stick it on top of it. Okay, so that's going to go there. I have a rather large plant whose name is eluding me. Oh, I know what it is. If I think of the name, I'll tell you. If not, I'll post it. I'm just wrapping the roots. I'm sure some people would say not to do it, but man, they're just too hard to plant if I don't. It's going to go on the front left side.